I've been feeling a little stuck as of late, partially due to circumstance and partially due to what's happening in my brain. If you're feeling like you're caught in a rut as well, then stick around for this next interview. Denise Chand and Jennifer John are certified cognitive behavioral and relationship coaches, unstuck experts, authors, and founders of the Sacred Space Coaching, helping women across North America make empowering shifts to get unstuck in life and relationships and become unstoppable. They are also joining What She Said for the next 12 months to help us all get unstuck and conquer 2022. They join me now to discuss. Welcome to the show, Denise and Jennifer.
Thank you for having us. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I'm so thrilled to have you two joining me for the next 12 months. This is going to be great. And I just want to right off the top, let everybody know that we recorded a long podcast to kick off the new year that people can go subscribe to What She Said with Candace Sampson on their favorite podcast provider and listen to that episode because it really sets people up for what's to come. But let's talk about what we can expect in these 12 master classes, we'll call them, over the next year. Who wants to start?
I'll go first. So we're going to be talking about self-sabotage. We're explaining why we said what it is, why we do it, and how to help you to identify blocks and patterns, behavioral patterns, and getting to the root of everything of why we self-sabotage. Nobody intentionally does it, but we do it, and we're going to be walking you through journeying with everyone for the next 12 months. And by the end of the 12 months, we're going to get you onto a path that will liberate you, empower you, and have you live the best life you've always dreamed of. So this is the best way to start 2022.
Yeah, I think it's important to note too, we talked about this in the podcast. We don't have to be ruled by our circumstances. And I mean, a lot of what's happening right now is circumstance, but we can still get ourselves unstuck, right, Jennifer?
Yes, we can. And one of the things in getting unstuck, and that's what we're going to be journeying through the next 12 months, is, as Denise mentioned it quickly, is that getting to the root of the stuckness. Why are you stuck? And looking at what areas are you feeling stuck? And so is it your life? Is it your career? Is it a relationship? And once you understand that, then you move to what are the feelings, emotions, and thoughts that are driving that feeling of stuckness. And so once you hone in onto that and understand why you're feeling stuck, then we can move and shift you out of that current state.
You talk a lot about self-reflection, which I think is one of the most valuable skills anybody can have. So over the next month between, say, this episode and the next one, how can people spend some time self-reflecting? What are some things they can do to really hone in on what is keeping them stuck?
The first thing that people can do is journaling. I know a lot of people don't like journaling, but you just pen and paper, voice record, do a voice, a video, either a video diary, a voice diary, or just writing notes on your phone. So that first, self-reflection is so important because it helps you to go inside, deeper inside, layers and layers, like an onion, peeling back layers and layers and layers. It allows you to have that alone time. There was a quote I heard years ago that says, "Loneliness, without you, how would I know me?" And that's what it is. So self-reflection is going into a deeper layer at silencing the voice. So tips: start to journal everything, make a note of that. Sit there, watch your behavior patterns, how you react rather than be reactive to a situation. We're going to teach people about that, being reactive versus being responsive, and the benefits of all that. So the first part of it I would suggest everybody to do is start to journal. That is the greatest and is the first place that I would recommend anybody that's listening right now is to journal.
Jennifer, do you have anything to add to this?
One of the things that Denise and I, when we're working with clients, is what we do is there's an exercise, a technique that we teach our clients to become an observer of your own thoughts. And so as you're doing that deep reflection, you know, and you're journaling, pay attention to your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions that are driving some of the actions that you're taking. And so as you're doing that, you will actually see what's behind the behavioral patterns, whether it's defeating or whether it's, you know, a pattern that you would want to continue repeating to help push you forward. What's driving that? And usually it's a thought, a feeling, or an emotion. And once you get to the core of that, you start to unravel, unpack sort of the defeating and self-sabotaging behavioral patterns that need to change.
Yeah, and we talked about this in the podcast a little bit about how emotions sometimes override us and control us, and really we have to disconnect from that, right?
Human beings, we are emotional beings. I mean, that's who we are, and it actually takes a skill to, like, don't allow our emotion to control us, but we control our emotions. These are all things that are so easily said, like it just rolls off the tongue, but is it easy to practice? So again, like throughout this whole entire 12 months we're going to be journeying with you, is we're going to teach people how to hone in on that, their emotions, how to become observer of your thoughts, how to be able to see, why do I respond like this? Why do I react? What are your triggers? We all have triggers. A word, an email, somebody not responding to text, whatever it is. So it is a situation that's happened, is just learning how to pull back. And what I call this, again, I teach our clients this, I call E&P, and I do this for myself: extract and profile. Learning how to extract yourself emotionally from a situation and profile it and go, really, is this really as bad as it is? And if it is, how can I respond rather than react? Because at the end of the day, the result will affect me emotionally, my mental health, everything.
Okay, well, I'm excited to hop into this for the next year. Like I said, I feel a little bit selfish, like I'm doing this just for me. I promise I'm doing it for everybody. Having you join me this year, this is gonna be exciting. So get your journals out, ladies, and over the next month, really start doing that self-reflection. But you also have a 21-day challenge happening. So before we wrap up today's show, can you just tell us about that quickly?
We're so excited about this. It's a 20-day challenge. And what it is mindful practices to help you prepare for 2022, help you de-stress, you know, get over or manage some of that sense of overwhelm, and actually prepare yourself for the fulfilling life that you want to have for this amazing year. It is such an amazing time to start this and to get ahead and actually set goals, smarter goals for yourself. And we walk you through this. We help you, provide encouragement, practices, discussions, inspiring interactions. And we've created a Facebook group, especially for our audience, the What She Said Talk audience. And so we're welcoming and inviting everybody to jump on board, and let's get started. Let's get this 2022 done in the right way, in the right headspace, so that we can actually have a fulfilling year the way that we want to have this.
All right. Well, we're going to put that up on the What She Said Talk Facebook page. We're going to have it listed in the liner notes of the show and on this video so people can join in. I am so excited to join you. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. Let's get unstuck in 2022.
Thank you so much.
We're so excited.